Hey guys, this is Yoda. Blizzard just dropped their Prot Paladin nerf, I would assume, for the patch. Basically trying to nerf Prot Paladin from its Season 1 state where it was completely overpowering the tank meta to something manageable in Season 2. I think they kind of hit the right spots. Refining Fire was ridiculously overtuned. Like, you were basically wasting a point on the spell block just to get 1 point in Refining Fire, and this point was worth like these 2 points were worth more than 4 points in Tears Enforcer, and they're kind of still worth more than 2 points in Tears Enforcer. So, like, I would say even after this nerf, Refining Fire is still going to be picked, even though it costs 2 points, basically for a 1-point node. So yeah, I think that's a good nerf. Strength and Adversity was a little bit OP in my opinion. It was making your parry extremely high. It was 25, now it's going to be 15, basically, in 5 targets plus. Before it was 10%, and we were still playing it, so I'm pretty sure you're still going to play this talent. Whether this is going to make Prot Paladin extremely squishy on melee, who knows. Uther's Counsel is actually a massive nerf to Lay on Hands and Divine Shield's cooldown. So this is nerfing the talent from 30 to 15%, which means I think you won't even play this talent in certain builds, such as Templar. Because Templar is playing Eye of Tyr cooldown reduction, you have like 1 less talent point to work with. So before we were dropping Bulwark of Righteous Fury for that talent point. Now I think Uther's Counsel being 15% is going to make you drop that. So your Divine Shield is actually going to have a 30% longer cooldown than it did before, which honestly I think was kind of deserved. You're kind of having bubble like every pack if you've had a lot of CDR, especially with the new Paladin tier set. You were really definitely going to have bubble like every pack. So I think it's fine that this is getting nerfed. Paladin is definitely going to suffer a little bit, obviously, from this. Whether or not it's going to be meta next season, you know, who knows? I'm not sure. But I think it'll definitely still be playable. We're still up like most of the rework, you know, from the 0.5 patch. Before the 0.5 patch, Paladin was like kind of suffering. It was like playable, but it was just high damage, high utility, low survivability. After the patch, you know, we're still up like Divine Purpose and quite a few other defensive talents. I think it'll be fine, although it will be harder to play. This along also with the Tempered in Battle nerf makes Paladin, I think, surely it's balanced. You know, we'll see how things actually play out, but in my opinion, it'll be quote-unquote balanced. I haven't found any tank that's actually OP right now, other than, you know, Vengeance Demon Hunters, Eldrachi being super bugged. We'll see if they fix that shortly. Also of note for tanks, they are taking steps to buff Warrior, Prot Warrior. So I'm not sure exactly how this Ignore Pain change is going to shake out. I think they're doing something, quote unquote. This talent, I'm pretty sure, will still not be taken. This, I think, might change the cap. Like, this might change because it's related to the cap of Ignore Pain. I'm not 100% sure, but this reads like if you ignore pain, you'll hit the cap faster than before, which is not a good thing. Not sure if that's what they intended. Barbaric Trading, revenge damage increased by 25%, but it does not cost more rage, so this talent is going to be very good. On the left side, too. Blood Surge proc rate, a little bit increased. They're taking steps to, like, undo the nerf they did to Blood Surge. I might as well just revert at this point, in my opinion. And Ignore Pain, I think this reads as a buff, but it's really hard to tell. We'll test it a little bit on the PTR. Also of note, if you go to another page, which is the tier set changes, there's a bunch of PvP changes for tanks. Random Frost Death Knight tier set nerf. I'm really interested in the tank stuff, so we'll go to the Prot Warrior. Prot Warrior is the only one that had its tank stuff changed. So your Shield Slam crit chance is increased by 75%, and it reduces your shield charge cooldown by 12 instead of 6. So if you have 25% crit, which is pretty reasonable to get next season, then your shield slam, this basically means 25% is going to be the quote-unquote crit cap for Prot Warrior. Then your shield slam will have 100% chance to crit, and every single one reduces cooldown your shield charge by 12 seconds when your tier set procs, which is, in my opinion, kind of crazy. Prot Warrior might be seeing a resurgence in Season 2. We'll see how that plays out, because they did get hit with a nerf, baseline at the start of the patch notes. We're excited to test these changes out. I'll definitely be playing some Warrior this week on the PTR. Be sure to tune in on Twitch, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.